Welcome to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, October 10th, 2016. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. If you're a bodybuilding fan who just so happens to live in Lahti, Finland, this was your lucky weekend because some of the industry's best came to town to square off at the IFBB Nordic Pro. And the good times in 2016 just keep on a-rolling for the surging William Bonac, who came in and absolutely crushed it on the way to cruising to his second post-Olympia win. In second place was Czech Republic native Lukas Osladil, who seems to be getting better as the season winds to a close. And rounding out the top three was an extremely dangerous Peter Klancier with his best look of the season. In the bikini division, it was game, set, and match for Icelandic beauty and Sci-Tech nutrition athlete Margaret Nahr, who dominated from start to finish. In second was Russia's Yana Kuznetsova, who was stunning as she held off a late push from third place finisher Olga Puchanova. For full results and contest photos, check out rxmuscle.com. Improvement season has officially begun for our old friend Hakeem Williams. Over the weekend, an absolutely gigantic-looking Williams released his most recent progress photos, showing off an impossibly full-looking pump from a recent arm training session. This year was far and away the best of Williams' career, as the third-year pro really took a leap forward in every conceivable way. Williams finished his 2016 campaign with a handful of top 10 finishes, his first career win down at the Tampa Pro, not to mention delivering a noteworthy performance in his Olympia debut. Given the ridiculous improvements we've seen Williams make over the past two seasons, there's no reason to think that trend won't continue. And by the time 2017 rolls around, we could potentially be dealing with a very, very scary version of Hakeem Williams that no one's going to want to be any part of. Now that his 2016 campaign is officially in the books, it doesn't seem like David Henry is wasting any time getting back to work. This weekend, the 212's original giant killer released a new training video from a couple of post-Olympia pump sessions as he eases back into the grind of the early off-season. Despite maybe not placing quite as high as he would have liked on the Olympia stage, Henry is still one of the best 212 athletes in the sport when he puts his mind to it, and more than capable of putting together a look that's good enough to beat anyone not named Flex Lewis, as we saw at the Korea Pro. And at 40 plus years old, Henry's given any indications that he has any plans of slowing down. Look for him once again to be a dangerous force in 2017. The 2017 rookie class is already looking to be loaded with future stars, all chomping at the bit to get the first crack at the pro stage, not the least of which is last year's NPC National Overall Champ, Sergio Oliva Jr. Recently, Oliva dropped some stunning new progress photos showing off a physique that just explodes on the screen with the potential. The son of the myth has been a relatively quiet man over the last few months, but apparently that's because he's been busy in the gym, working his butt to come into his pro debut ready to compete from day one. From a structural standpoint, Oliva Jr. checks all the boxes of what we look for in a future star. Now, all he has to do is put in the time and concentrate on doing whatever it takes to start carving out his own legacy. Hurricane Matthew may have tried to deliver a knockout blow to South Florida over the weekend, but I guess not even Mother Nature was strong enough to keep down Armando Aman, and certainly not to keep him out of the gym. While most people were bearing down and running for cover, Aman was busy getting in a little bit of tricep training as he pulls out all the stops in preparation for next season. This year, the former USA welterweight champ made his pro debut back at the Chicago Pro, where he showcased some impressive new muscle in one of the season's tougher 212 lineups. With a few long months ahead of him, Aman still has plenty of time to make improvements and continue to refine his overall look. And I'd be willing to bet that next year's he'll be ready to step things up to a whole nother level. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.